Good, hot, and humid afternoon here in southeast Texas. I'm in a little town called Lumberton. It's right out of Beaumont, which is about 89 miles from Houston, to give you a little bit of an idea of where we are. Today is my first official day of retirement. And I retired Saturday. They gave me a sweet little party, and I headed out the door. And everybody says, "Are you sad?" No. I wasn't sad. I was ready to go. It was time for me to go. It was time for me to step into the next chapter, which is gardening full-time for income. Now, that has already changed a bit here in the last couple of days because the soil that I was purchasing has tripled in price, which means I'm really going to have to rethink my raised bed thought processes and even my thought process about what I'm going to grow. My thought was to grow zinnias, which I will still grow, of course, and sunflowers and things like that in order to sell them as cut flowers. And I'm still going to do that around this time because my son has a pumpkin patch in Sour Lake, Texas, and if you're anywhere near us, come see us. We're great. But I needed to change up and switch over to lilies. Now, I always thought that I would probably do a lot with lilies, and that's pretty much what's going to happen here. My glasses keeps going down my nose because my nose is sweaty. And so we will be doing daylilies and bulb plants from here on out and just using the zinnias and the cut flowers periodically through the year. Daylilies cannot be killed. Crinums cannot be killed. Crochisma cannot be killed. And I have tons of those. So I've got now right about 400 different kind of daylilies, and I've just decided we're going to go on ahead and lose the raised beds and put the daylilies right down in the ground. So that's one thing that has already changed in my new life as a farmer. But I did do well today. I sat down with my great-granddaughter, which I haven't had a lot of time to do because I was a worker bee, and I just had a ball for about an hour and a half, and then I said, okay, I gotta go, and I went. So I came back home. It was raining when I got home, so I have not been able to put in about 75 daylilies into the ground because it's a little bit wet right now, but I will be doing that and putting it all together. But let's talk about change for just a minute. Well, let me talk about change for just a minute. You know, everybody always used to tell me, you need to just quit working and sell all your art. And some of the things that I do are what's on my face right now. I paint. Getting a little bit into sculpting. That's kind of been a little bit fun lately. And those things I plan to do at about 4 hours a day. I've got about 4 hours in the morning that I'm going to work on this, and then about 4 hours a day in the creative area. That will pretty much put me where I was working daily when I was at the height of my career. And I was a district manager for this company, and I had at one time 9 stores, but I traveled a lot, and some days I was 4 hours away from home and then had to travel the 4 hours back, you know, so it was a very interesting job, but when it was over, and just went, you know. And a lot of people have said, oh, are you so sad? No, I'm not. I was ready to go. Nothing bad happened to me, nothing horrible. It's just the world has changed, and it's time for me to do my own thing, and that's exactly what I decided I needed to do. So we're sitting here on the front porch, is where I film most of my videos. This time I did make my phone horizontal, as my daughter keeps telling me, and just wanted to chat with you a moment about how it feels to be retired. No different. It might be different come Thursday, because at the end of my career I only worked Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on the sales floor in one of our stores, and I only worked 4 hours a day. So it may be absolutely no different. I may have just sort of weaned myself into retirement, and I just ready to do something different and put my hands in the ground like I've always done, just in a more rigid way, I think, and I don't like that word rigid, just in a more organized way. Maybe that's the better way to say it. And since my son has a pumpkin patch in October, I have always at this time been busy making wreaths, doing things for him. He has a little shop in there, and so I'll just continue on doing that, and it'll be great. It'll be great. I think that my future is bright. I think it's really, really bright. Now, if I get the social media thing down, it would probably be better. But we're not going to worry about that right now. I'm 66, you know. I can only do so much. I can only be so pretty. I can only work so hard. And that's kind of going to be what this is about, is me trying to get this accomplished at 66. I go on Social Security in August. It is August. This month. I go on Social Security this month, and I have a goal of earning about $2,000 a month through the various places that I sell the sunglasses and the earrings and some other art that I do. And I'm hoping to show y'all something I really like to do, which is to make yard art. I just love yard art, and I do have a pretty big project that I'm putting together, and hopefully I'll put another video up in a few days about that. But for all of you who are thinking about retirement and holding back because you're worried that maybe your Social Security isn't enough, I certainly can understand that. But you might also begin to prepare yourself in a different way. Find something else to do. And the only reason I say that is because sometimes at this point, we're just done with stress. It's over. And that's where I was. It's over. It's over. I loved every minute of it. They sent me to France. By the way, that's where I got this hat. They sent me to Argentina. They sent me to Chile. Went to Napa multiple times because we're in the wine business. And it was just awesome. It was just awesome. So, have a think on that. Come back and visit me again, and I'll give you whatever pearls of wisdom I think I have at the moment. And y'all have a great day.